Welcome, new novice. I am Parlin.
I am...
A novice. It is not important who you were before.
You really should have known
Now
better.
you are a servant of Innos.
Who told you
That
that?
is all that matters. And with the acceptance into the Brotherhood of Fire,
Happen sooner or later.
all of your previous transgressions will
There've
be
been all
forgiven.
kinds of
May
rumors.
Innos bless this man who places his life
That's no
in his
secret.
service and wash away his
Who
sins.
told you that?
And now?
First, you will fulfill the duties
Got
of
no
a
time for
novice.
things like that.
You will work and serve the Brotherhood.
known
You can
better.
give your gold to Gorax, our steward. You will find him in the
Sooner or
winery.
later.
When you have done that, we shall speak about your
totally
work
obvious.
here in the monastery.
That's no secret.
I'm looking for the Eye of Innos.
I
Those are
don't
all
know who
just
told you
rumors.
about that, but the divine artifact
Innos
is not
deals out
accessible
fair
to
punishment.
anyone.
Where is the Eye of Innos
No
kept?
one must violate
The fewer people
divine
know
order.
this secret, the better it is
He
protected.
thinks it's as easy
Seek
as
for
that.
it, and you will not find it.
That's just what I said.
I need to talk to the leader of the Paladins.
Only
Lord
Innos
Hagen
decides
does
what's
not
right or
receive
wrong.
novices. Only
That's
we
nothing
magicians are permitted to see him.
I couldn't get away
How
with
can
that.
I serve the community?
First, you will
Those are all
fulfill
just
the
rumors.
duties of a novice. You will work and serve
Same old
the
thing
Brotherhood.
all
You
over
can give
again.
your gold to Gorax, our
Who told
steward.
you that?
You will, when you have done that,
And there's more, believe me.
Tell me about the Eye of Innos.
That'll only
All
cause
right.
more trouble.
the Eye of Innos contains a part of the
was no
divine
big
power
deal.
of Innos. Only one
There's been all
chosen
kinds of
servant of
rumors.
Innos is permitted to bear the amulet. It was
That will
created
never
to protect
change.
us from the powers of evil when the time comes.
That's totally obvious.
How can I learn the art of
Really should have
magic?
known better.
You are not here to receive the gift of magic.
That'll only
You are
cause
here
more trouble.
to serve Innos. But I can show you how to increase your magic
Sooner or
power.
later.
I never would have thought.
Can't rely on that.
There have been all kinds of
Can I be of assistance to you?
Here, I've got the statuette that Daron was supposed to bring to the monastery.
It is truly embarrassing that such a valuable piece is brought to us by an aspiring novice. Nevertheless, this confirms your commitment to serve Innos. I'm very obliged to you, young novice.
I'm looking for a place to sleep.
There's an empty bed right next door, the first on the right, next to the entrance. You can sleep there. You can store your belongings in one of the unused chests. And remember, you have no business entering the sleeping chambers of the magicians. You're also not allowed to enter the library unless you've been given permission.
What's your task here?
My tasks are many and varied. Not only am I the steward, but I am also the treasurer. Moreover, I supervise the wine cellar, and I'm in control of the monastery's food supplies. So, if there's anything you need, you can always come to me and get it. For a modest contribution, that is.
I need a few things.
don't have to tell me that.
You don't have to
How
ask
can
me
I
that.
serve the community?
Speak to the other magicians.
That was no
They
big
will give you
deal.
tasks. I will oversee your work, and when you
You
have
don't have to
fulfilled
ask
your
me
duties adequately, you will receive permission to enter the
rely on
library
that.
to study the word of Innos.
Who told you that?
Do you have an assignment for me?
I used to say that myself.
Yes, there is indeed something you can do for the
always
community.
acted in the name
The
of
novices'
Innos.
chambers could do with a good sweeping. Take care of
Been
that.
there, done
But that will take forever.
Then you'd better start right away,
No
hadn't
one
you?
must violate the divine order.
That was no big deal.
What do you want?
I'm new here.
So I see. If you still don't have any work,
As if I don't
talk to
have any-
Parlin. He'll assign you some.
Same old thing all over again.
So it says in the scriptures.
What are you planting here?
We're trying to grow healing plants that Master Neoras can use to brew potions.
Those are all just rumors.
Same old thing all over again.
Hey,
You have to
you!
feel sorry.
What do you want? I'm staying out of it.
You have to feel
What are you
sorry
doing
for the
here?
poor guy.
I have transgressed against the precepts of the
couldn't get away
community.
with that.
Now I'm waiting for the decision of the High Council,
Anything's possible.
whether I may remain in the monastery.
Only Innos decides.
Tell me what happened.
I took a book from the rooms
should
of
know
the
better.
magicians while I was sweeping, so I could read it later.
There's
Master
more,
Highglass
believe me.
noticed it immediately, of course, and
That's
asked
nothing
me
new.
about the book. Out of fear of being punished,
I used to
I
say that
lied about
myself.
it. But he caught me later when I was in my chamber
Better
with the
watch
book.
out who you
He
tell
was
that
really angry and informed the High Council.
Same old
Now they are
thing all
discussing
over
whether I
again.
can stay.
I never would have thought.
Is there any way I can help you?
No. I've
Don't
been
have to
delivered
tell
up
me
to
that.
the mercy of Innos and the magicians.
Anything's possible.
That was no big deal.
Hello. You're also new here, aren't you?
Yes. How long have you been here?
I've been here for 4 weeks. Have you already been given a fighting staff?
Not so far.
Then take this one. We novices all carry a staff as a sign of our ability to defend ourselves. Can you fight?
Well, I've wielded a weapon or two.
If you want, I can teach you something. However, I have a request.
What request would that be?
Well, one of the paladins, Sergio, is in the monastery at the moment. If you can persuade him to go through a few exercises with me, then I'll train you.
I shall see what can be done. I'm supposed to sweep the novices' chambers.
You've saddled yourself with a lot of work there. You know what? I'll help you. You'll never finish that alone. But I really need a Fist of Wind spell scroll. You know, I got lucky and was allowed to read a book about it. And now, naturally, I want to try the spell. So get me the spell scroll and I'll help you.
About the spell scroll.
Do you have a Fist of Wind spell for me?
No, not so far.
Then I'll wait until you do.
Could have told you that before.
How's life here in the monastery?
I don't mean to complain, but I never thought that it would be so strict here. If you don't stick to the rules, they punish you. Of course, a lot of novices want to study the teaching of Innos in the library, so they can be prepared if they're chosen. But I think the best preparation for the test of magic is fulfilling our own tasks.
What's the deal with the Chosen and that test?
Talk to Brother Igaraz. He knows a lot about that.
Do you have an assignment for me?
You novices have worked hard lately, and those who work a lot shall eat a lot too. I'm giving you a key to the larder. You'll find some mutton sausages there. Distribute them among the novices, but fairly. Once you've done that, you can come see me again.
Could have told you that before.
I'm staying out of it.
already know what I think.
What can I do for you, brother?
Why aren't you working?
I am permitted to study the teachings of Innos. I seek wisdom in his words. One day, he will choose me. And then, I shall take the test of magic and enter the circle of fire.
Who are the chosen?
The novices whom Innos has ordained to take the test of magic. He who passes it is accepted into the ranks of the magicians of fire.
How can I be chosen?
You have no influence on that. Innos alone chooses his novices, and the High Council announces his will.
What is the test of magic?
A test which is announced by the High Council to all chosen novices. It is an assignment in which faith and cleverness are put to the test. All the chosen novices take part, but it is only possible for one of them to complete it successfully.
How can I study the scriptures?
You must gain access to the library. However, Master Parlin will only give you the key if you have first finished your duties.
Who are the chosen?
The novices whom Innos has ordained. He who passes it.
Could have told you that before.
No idea. You tell me.
Hello. You must be the new guy. I'm Obelisk. I take care of the sheep around here.
How long have you been in the monastery?
I've been here 3 years, but so far I haven't studied, although I'd like to.
Why not?
My job is looking after the sheep, not studying the scriptures. As long as Master Parlin doesn't release me from this duty, I'm not allowed to study in the library.
How shall I act here in the monastery?
Never lie to a magician. Don't transgress against a brother of the community. Respect the property of the community. If you violate these rules, you have to pay a penalty to Master Parlin. Apart from that, I can only advise you to be careful around Aegon. If you don't watch out, you'll end up like Babo.
Is there anything you can teach me?
Sure, I used to beat up people. I can show you how to strengthen your arms. But I'd like to learn something about potions, especially about magic potions.
How can I help you with that?
Well, if you work for Neoras, you'll certainly have an opportunity to borrow one of his recipes for a short time. If you bring it to me so that I can take a look at it, I'll train you.
That's totally obvious.
I'll get back to that later.
Only Innos decides what's right or wrong.
Who are Aegon and Babo?
Anything's possible.
Aegon takes care of the herb garden. He's also a novice, but he acts like he was the chosen one himself. Babo came to the monastery shortly before you. At first he helped Aegon in the herb garden. But they must have had a fight, and Babo has been sweeping the courtyard ever since.
Do you know what happened?
Not exactly. You'll have to ask
You
them.
already know what I think.
But Aegon's word has more weight than that of the other novices, because he's the governor's nephew.
So it says in the scriptures.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Dirty thief, just wait.
I'm staying out of it.
What's your job here?
I prepare the paladins for their fight against evil.
What is evil?
Evil is everywhere.
There have been all kinds of
It is the power of Beliar, the eternal adversary of Innos. It is the all-encompassing blackness which seems to blot out the light of Innos forever. Beliar is the lord of darkness, of hate, and of destruction. Only those among us in whose hearts burns the holy fire of Innos will bear the radiant light of Innos into the world and banish the darkness.
He thinks it's as easy
What
as
is evil?
Evil is everywhere. It is the all-encompassing blackness which seems to blot out the light of Innos forever. Beliar is the lord of darkness, of hate, and of destruction. Only those among us in whose hearts burns the holy fire of Innos will bear the radiant light of Innos into the world and banish the darkness.
Who told you that?
But there are only magicians and novices living in the monastery.
That is correct, in contrast to our community which honors the word of Innos. The paladins honor the great deeds of our Lord above all else. We are the representatives of Innos, but the paladins are his warriors, who go into battle in his name and increase his glory.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Is there anything I can do for you, Master?
For me? No. I do not require your help. Pray rather for the well-being of the warriors of Innos, who have gone to the Valley of Mines.
You don't have to ask me that.
There's more, believe me.
Is there anything you can teach me?
I am an expert in the magic of ice and the magic of thunder. I can teach you their power. However, I only instruct magicians.
Can't rely.
Innos be with you. What can I do for you?
What are you doing here?
I am praying to Innos that he strengthen my arm and my will. Thus I am armed against all dangers and shall destroy all his enemies in order to do him honor.
What enemies?
All those who oppose the will of Innos, whether they be human-born or summoned creature.
Can you go through a few exercises with Babo?
Why doesn't he ask me himself?
I think he's shy.
I see. Good. If it means so much to him, I shall train with him every morning for 2 hours. We begin at 5 o'clock. Tell him that.
Why aren't you with the other paladins?
It may seem unusual that I am here. However, we paladins also serve the magicians, for they preach the will of Innos. We paladins are warriors in the name of Innos. His will is our law. At the moment, I am waiting for new orders from the magicians.
And do you already have new orders?
Until then, I still have time to find strength in prayer. May Innos illuminate your path.
That's no secret.
That'll only cause more trouble. You already know what I think.
Innos deals out fair punishment.
Who told you that?
Been there, done that.
Do you really think?
He really should have known better.
That'll only cause more trouble.
So you're the new novice. Well, I assume you have already been given a task by Master Parlin. You know that everyone within the community of fire must carry out his duty according to the will of Innos.
Some citizens of Corinus have mysteriously disappeared.
Take your tribute to Gorax at the monastery at once. He will handle it further.
The same is true for the investigation of the unusual earthquakes in the northeastern regions of Corinus. So far, I have not received notice that our intervention would be required. Therefore, we are not going to take any steps in this matter.
Yes, but...
No buts. We shall proceed as we see fit, and I hope even you are going to respect that.
I must talk to the paladins. It's urgent.
And are you going to tell us why you want to talk to them?
I've got an important message for them.
What message would that be?
An army of evil is assembling in the Valley of Mines, led by the dragons. We must stop them as long as we still can.
We shall ponder on your words, novice. When the time has come, we shall let you know what our council decided. In the meantime, you had better see to your duties as a novice.
I'm looking for the Eye of Innos.
Anyone who thinks he could not only find the sacred amulet, but wear it as well, is a fool. The amulet itself chooses its bearer. No one save the one who is destined for it will be able to wear it.
I'd be willing to give it a try.
The duty of a novice is to show humility, not desire. Well, we don't want to keep you from your work any longer. You may go now.
You dare to address me, novice? Return to your work.
I've got one more question.
You do not seem to want to understand. I decide when I see fit to talk to you. Who do you think you are? And now, get back to work.
Look, the new novice appears before the High Council. Innos be with you, son.
What exactly is the task of the High Council?
It is our duty to proclaim the will of Innos. Thus, we name the chosen novices who will be put to the test of magic. Even though we lead a retired life, we turn our gaze upon the events of the world, for the Church of Innos represents the highest earthly law.
Ah, so you're interested in what's going on in the world. So what do you think of those dragons squatting in the Valley of Mines, with their army growing every day?
I understand that you are angry, but we must first weigh your words before we take any steps. If we allow ourselves to be carried away and act rashly now, we will achieve nothing. Therefore, fulfill your tasks, and we shall discuss what is to be done.
Tell me about the test of magic.
It is the chance for the chosen novices to enter the Guild of Magicians, but only one can pass the test, and Innos alone chooses the novices for it.
When's the test going to take place?
As soon as we have heard the will of Innos, we inform the chosen novices and put them to the test.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
The things I could tell you.
What happened between you and Babo?
You shouldn't believe everything you hear. Let's get something straight. I shall go my own way, the way that Innos foreordained for me. I won't allow anyone to stand in my way, and certainly not that simpleton Babo.
You should have known better.
Shouldn't we novices stick together?
The rest of you can stick together as much as you like, but please, don't waste my time, and no one shall get in my way.
What happened between you and Aegon?
Oh, we had a disagreement about how to take care of fire nettles. Aegon had watered them so much that the plants almost had root rot already. Once the roots were completely rotten, he blamed me for it. They've made me sweep the courtyard all day ever since.
Why did Aegon do that?
You'll have to ask him that. I think he just can't stand it when someone is better than he is.
You seem to know a thing or two about plants.
We had an herb garden where I learned a few tricks from my grandpa. I'd really prefer to work in the garden again.
I talked to Sergio. He's going to train with you every morning for 2 hours starting at 5 o'clock.
Thanks. What an honor for me. If you want, I'll also show you the secrets of combat.
What? What's wrong? Why are you bothering me? Can't you see I'm in the middle of an extremely complicated experiment?
I didn't mean to disturb you.
You already have. Well, what do you want?
Have you got work for me?
Yes, I need plants for my experiments. We raise plants ourselves, but we're all out of fire nettles. 7 blossoms should do. Bring me those. Oh, something else. I'm missing a recipe for creating magic potions. If you find it, I would be very grateful.
I've got some fire nettles for you.
Excellent. I can work with that. Take this Fist of Wind spell scroll for your help.
About your recipe, I haven't found it yet.
Well, in that case, I hope you'll still find.
Could you brew me a potion?
For a novice, you are certainly impertinent. Go about your duties. You can buy everything you need from Gorax.
Can I learn from you?
I do not instruct novices. If someday you are accepted into the Circle of Fire, then I can show you how to create powerful potions.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
You are not permitted to go further. Turn back.
Enos be with you. I've never seen you before. You are new around here.
Yes, I only just joined.
In that case, I hope you get settled here fast. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Would you like a sausage?
Ah, delicious that. Thank you so much, brother.
What room is this?
This is where they keep the holy relics of the monastery.
What relics?
Here rests the Hammer of Enos, along with the Shield of Fire. These are the most important relics of Church of Enos, outside the capital of the realm.
Is the Eye of Enos kept here too?
Of course not. What a strange idea. Nobody knows where that divine artifact is to be found.
What are you doing here?
I am the guardian of the sacred artifacts.
Don't you ever sleep?
What an unusual notion. Of course I don't ever sleep. Enos himself grants me the power which allows me to forego sleep altogether. For how else could I fulfill the sacred duties of guardianship?
Do you really never sleep?
No. If a guardian falls asleep, he has failed. But I shall not fail, for Enos gives me the strength and endurance, and I shall never tire.
Tell me about the shield.
The Shield of Fire was born by Dominique in the battle on the Southern Isles. But the power of the shield is never to be wielded again. Therefore, we have nailed it to the wall.
Tell me about the hammer.
This is the sacred hammer of Innos. With this hammer, Saint Robar slew the stone sentinel. The Holy Scriptures say that the stone sentinel was invulnerable. He stood in battle like a tower, and the weapons of his enemies were smashed on his skin of stone. With the name of Innos on his lips, Robar hurled himself at the monster and crushed it with one mighty blow of his hammer.
Here, I've got a mutton sausage for you.
Sheep sausage, sheep cheese, sheep milk. It's getting so I can't stand the sight of it.
So, do you want the sausage or not?
Oh, give it here already.
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Forget it, I don't have time for that. Look for somebody else to help you.
I want to become a mage.
That's what many of the novices want, but only a very few are ordained as chosen and get the chance to be accepted into the Circle of Fire. To be a magician of the Circle of Fire is the highest honor which can be granted to you in our order. You will have to work hard in order to get your chance.
Would you like a sausage?
Sure, give it here. A sausage like this is not to be sneezed at.
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Hey, I'd do it, but I'm really busy.
How about a delicious mutton sausage?
I wouldn't say no to that. Thanks. That's just what I needed.
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
No one has agreed to help you so far, huh? I'll help you. Only if you find at least one other person to join in.
Would you like a sausage?
Sure, give it here. A sausage like this is not to be sneezed at.
I need help.
No one has agreed to help.
About the spell scroll.
Do you have a Fist of Wind spell for me?
Here's the spell scroll you wanted.
That's good. Then I'll help you clean the chambers.
Here, have a sausage.
Oh, mutton sausage is great. They taste the best. Come on, give me another sausage.
Then I won't have enough left for the others.
You have one sausage too many anyway, namely the one for you. And what's a sausage among friends? Come on, I'll give you a fire arrow spell scroll for it.
No, I won't do that.
Man, you're one of those people who are very particular about everything, huh?
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Hey, I'd do it, but I'm really busy.
How about a delicious mutton sausage?
I wouldn't say no to that. Thanks. That's just what I needed.
I need...
Hey.
I've got this mutton sausage here.
Oh, man, fantastic. Finally, another delicious mutton sausage.
I've got the recipe you wanted.
Good. Then let me read it. Yes, I see. Good. Thanks a lot. If you want, you can train with me.
About the library.
That's the locked room to the left, next to the gate. But you'll only get the key when Master Parlin decides that you may study the teaching.
I'm busy distributing sausages.
Thanks. Hopefully that won't be the last sausage I get around here.
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Oh dear. You just got here and you let them make you do the sweeping already? Console yourself. It was exactly the same with me when I first got here, and that's why I'm going to help you. It would be ridiculous if we couldn't handle it.
How about a delicious mutton sausage?
I wouldn't say no to that. Thanks. That's just what I needed.
I'm busy distributing sausages.
So you work for Gorax, huh? All right. Pass the sausage, then.
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Sure, I'll help. We novices have to stick together. One hand washes the other. I just need 50 gold pieces because I still have to pay Parlan.
All right, I'll pay.
Good, then I'll get started.
Would you like a sausage?
Sure, give it here. A sausage like this is not to be sneezed at.
Hey, you! Here, have a sausage, brother.
Good of you to think of me. Usually, I am forgotten. You could let me have another sausage.
Forget it. I won't have enough then.
Hey, one sausage. Nobody will notice that. You'll get something for it. I know a place where some fire nettles grow. If you take them to Neras, he'll surely give you the key to the library. What do you say?
Okay, have another sausage.
All right. Some fire nettles are growing to the left and right on the other side of the bridge.
For Enos.
Wait a minute. I've distributed the sausages.
And you have done so fairly. Take these spell scrolls of healing and go back to your work.
Do you have another assignment for me?
Yes. As you know, we make an excellent wine here, and we sell it too. Orlan, the landlord of the inn, the Dead Harpy, has ordered a shipment. We've agreed to 240 gold pieces for the bottles. Bring him these bottles, but don't let him shortchange you.
Hey! About your recipe. I found it.
Good. I was afraid it was lost for good. Here, take this magic potion as a sign of my gratitude.
Can I learn from you?
I do not instruct novices. If someday you are accepted into the Circle of Fire, then I can show you how to create powerful potions.
About the novice's chambers.
Indisputably. It is not a simple task. But with the help of Enos, you will manage.
Hey! What are you planting here?
We're trying to grow healing plants that Master Neorat.
Show me your...
May Enos...
got no time for things like that.
That's been known a long time.
I'm bringing the wine from the monastery.
I couldn't.
Excellent. That's what I've been waiting for. I've already agreed on the price with Master Gorax. I'll give you the 100 gold coins straight away.
I'm no better off myself.
Are you trying to pull a fast one? The price is 240 gold coins.
So, Gorax warned you, did he? All right. Well, maybe the two of us can do a bit of business. Look, I'll give you 100 gold pieces for the wine. You tell Gorax that I pulled the wool over your eyes, and you'll get 4 spell scrolls from me.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
What kind of spell scrolls are they?
No idea. I don't know anything about that. They're from a guest who, forgot them here. Yeah.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
All right, sounds fair enough.
Gossip.
Give me those spell scrolls.
Here are the spell scrolls and the gold.
I'd have gone about it differently.
No idea. You tell me.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
You just have to listen.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
You don't have to tell me that.
Are you?
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
Can't rely on that.
Hey,
really
just give me the 240 gold coins.
You don't want to do business, huh? All right. Here's the gold.
No idea. You tell me.
That doesn't surprise me.
Been there, done that.
Doesn't surprise me.
I prayed for the paladins.
You have done well. Now go back to doing your work.
I need help sweeping the novices' chambers.
Am I the only one helping you?
No, I've already got some help.
Then I'm in.
About the novices' chambers.
You actually managed to find 4 novices to help you. I think they can now return to their daily work. Well done, novice. You have accomplished the task I set you.
Can I have access to the library?
You have obtained fire nettles for Brother Neras. You have found Brother Neras's recipe. You have succeeded in finding 4 novices, and thus cleaned the chambers. You have distributed the food to the novices fairly, as Brother Gorax instructed you. Yes, you have worked enough. Now it is time for you to study the teachings of Innos. Speak to Master Highglass in the library. I hereby give you the key.
He really should have known better.
Could have told you that before.
I need a few things.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
No one must violate the divine order.
I couldn't care less.
That's totally obvious.
Innos deals out fair punishment.
That's totally obvious.
Hey!
I could tell you.
What are you...
We're trying to...
Nobody ever asks me.
That's no secret.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Is there any way I can...
No.
Obedience is a virtue you are still going to learn, one way or another.
Same old thing all over again.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
No idea, you tell me.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
About the library.
You lucky duck. You got the key to the library, even though you've only been here for a short while. Use your chance and study the old scriptures.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Same old thing all over again.
You can't go on like this forever.
Hey!
I am Master Highglass, guardian of the fire and keeper of the knowledge. So Master Parlin has given you permission to study the scriptures. Then it's up to you now to do exactly that. Study, so that you may find enlightenment in the scriptures.
What are you studying, Master?
My research focuses on fire, the power of Innos. It is his gift and at the same time a mighty weapon, and I create runes which contain his power.
Very enlightening. Can you teach me that?
It is Innos who grants the magic. Only to his servants, the magicians of fire, is it given to learn how to wield this power.
Hey!
What can I do for you, novice?
I've come to read the scriptures.
I understand. If you can ever make some time between your tedious studies, come to me. There is yet another matter for which I could use a discreet novice.
You have an assignment for me?
Yes. It's about this crazy Ignaz. He lives in Corinus and experiments with various potions and healing drafts, but also magic spells. And that's exactly what worries me. I ask myself if his magic is pleasing to Innos. In order to test this, I need some of his spell scrolls. I want you to go into the city and obtain 3 of his spell scrolls for me, but not a word to anyone. Is that clear?
Sure.
Here are 150 gold pieces. That should cover your expenses.
Here are the spell scrolls you wanted.
Well done, my young friend. But now, it is time that you devote yourself to your studies, and take this spell scroll as a reward.
What exactly is your job?
It is my responsibility to train mages in the art of spherical manifestation.
What does that mean?
Well, I teach them how to summon creatures or beings from other states or spheres. This is usually called summoning, although this expression alone is insufficient for the art of calling a servant. Furthermore, I own some interesting spell scrolls which Gorax does not have, but I only make them available to members of the Order.
Hey!
That's totally obvious.
Can't rely on that.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
I want to undergo the test of fire.
What?
That's nothing.
Are you really serious?
I insist.
You are an exceptional novice. All right. If you are serious, then speak to Master Pyrokar.
I used to say that myself.
As if I don't have enough problems.
I want to undergo the test of fire.
So you know about? You want to pass the test of fire?
Yes, I refer to the law of fire, which says...
We know the law of the fire. We have also seen many novices die during the test. You ought to reconsider this decision.
Yes, I have. I want the test, and I am going to pass it.
If you absolutely insist, then the High Council will put you to the test.
I insist on being given the test of fire.
In that case, so be it. When you're ready, each magician from the High Council will give you a mission which you have to fulfill. May Enos have mercy on your soul.
I am ready to face your test, Master.
And only Enos alone knows whether you are going to pass it. You shall be put to the same test which is given to the chosen novices. The test of magic. You probably know that only one of the novices can pass the test.
I see. Who are my competitors then?
Enos, in his wisdom, has chosen 3 novices who are also going to be put through this test. Aegon, Igaraz, and Ulf. They have already started the search. But enough of that. Hear the words of the test. Follow the signs of Enos, and bring us what the believer finds behind the path. You are going to need this key. That is all we have to say to you.
I'm ready to face your test, Master.
So, you want to put yourself to the test? Only a courageous novice demands the test. But courage is not all that you need. Are you clever enough to pass the test? Are you strong enough to meet the dangers that await you? If not, you will pay for it with your life. And now hear your test. In the place of stones, seek the one who was never born. Find him who once was summoned. Overcome the one who cannot be overcome. Measure yourself against the living rock. Fight with the undying stone and destroy it.
Living rock? What kind of a creature would that be?
I have told you everything. Or do you find this test too difficult? Now you will learn what it means to take the test of fire. I will answer no more of your questions.
I'm ready to face your test, Master.
I'm not surprised that you know the old law, but I suspect that you do not realize what risk you are taking. Bear in mind that an impatient spirit will not withstand the test of fire. It has been a long time since anyone took this test, and there is only one man who ever survived it and passed. A young, ambitious novice, then. He has long since found his place in the High Council. I speak of Serpentis.
He won't be the only one who ever passed that test for much longer.
Then I shall not keep you waiting any longer. Hear my test for you. Create a fire arrow rune. That is all. May Enos help you.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Those are all just rumors.
Hey, have you really demanded the test of fire?
Yes, and I intend to pass it.
Good.
Never asks me.
Maybe I can help you with it. I can give you a very useful spell scroll. A sleep spell.
I feel sorry for the poor guy.
Interested?
I never knew that.
What can I do with it?
With this spell, you can put people into a magic sleep for a short time. But only if their will is weaker than yours. That could be very useful if someone is standing in your way.
And how do I know whether the other person has a weaker will?
You needn't bother trying it with the magicians, but you could put most of the novices to sleep.
What do you want for it?
Every magician who is accepted gets one wish.
with you completely.
And if you really pass the test of fire, then you could fix it so that I can stay in the monastery.
That was obvious all along.
No, I don't need your help.
You can come to me at any time if you change your mind.
Not my problem.
Nobody ever asks me.
Innos enlightens all those who recognize his wisdom.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
Hey.
Innos enlightens all those who recognize his wisdom.
As if I don't have enough problems.
The hammer has disappeared. How could that happen? I have failed. Now Innos will punish me. The hammer has disappeared. I have failed.
I'm bringing back the hammer.
So it's you who took it. It is not my place to judge you. Innos shall administer his justice upon you, and you shall receive his punishment.
Do you really believe that?
That'll only cause more trouble.
Someone will have to pay for it.
Never would have thought.
Someone will have to pay for it.
It has happened. Innos has chosen me, and I shall take part in the test of magic.
I'm in it too. I demanded the test of fire.
You did what? So either you are a favorite of Innos, or completely crazy.
I've already done a lot of crazy things, so I'm positive I can pull this off too.
Innos holds his hand over me. Therefore, I shall pass this test.
Have you seen Aegon or Ulf?
We split up at the inn. I went to the farms, and those two set out together. But where to, I don't know.
And? Found out anything yet?
Since you stand no chance anyway,
I may as well tell you. Don't bother looking near the farms. There is nothing there that will get you anywhere.
Maybe we could work together.
Forget it. I'll accomplish this mission alone. You would just be a hindrance to me.
Do you know anything about a living rock?
No. Did Serpentes give you this test?
Yes. Why?
I think I can imagine what he means. You wouldn't be the first person to fail this test.
Where exactly can I find this living rock?
Just keep following this path. After quite a while, you'll come to a river. Just continue to follow the path up the mountain. It's got to be up there someplace. When you come to a bridge, you've gone too far. If you get that far in the first place. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's supposed to be your test after all.
Hey, do you know what happened?
You've been chosen.
Right. Just as I was about to have a cool sip of beer, Darren comes around the corner and tells me I've been chosen. Who would have thought? The will of Innos is unfathomable. What brings you here?
I've demanded the test of fire.
It's not possible. Boy, you are damn brave. Does that mean you will also seek that which the believer finds behind the path?
Looks like it. Have you found out anything yet?
Well, I just followed Aegon, but in the meantime I lost him. And now, what do they say? Follow the signs of Innos. But I don't understand that bit with the path. So what? I'll keep searching.
Hey, are you following me?
Nonsense. I just happen to be going in the same direction as you. There's another one of those scummy beasts. One less monster around. There's another one of those scummy beasts. One less monster around.
Stop running after me.
I'm not following you, but please, if that's what you think, then I'll take a different path now. There's another one of those scummy beasts. One less monster around. There's another one of those scummy beasts. Well done, one dirty beast. There's another one of those scummy beasts. Well done, one dirty beast less. There's another one of those scummy beasts. Well done, one dirty beast less. Hey, do you really think we're going the right way? A troll lives back there somewhere. I think I'd rather look in a different direction.
Wait a minute. You are too late. I was here first. I have won.
Shut up.
It's hopeless. You've lost. Resign yourself to it. Only I am destined to become a magician.
You win.
No, you cannot deceive me. You're trying to get rid of me. I shall prevent that.
Hey. Are you waiting for someone?
Not anymore. You're here now, aren't you?
Why me?
You look strong. I could use a fella like you.
What are you up to?
I want to hunt the snappers up there, but I think there may be too many for me alone.
Okay, I'll help you. You go first.
Sure thing. But don't get too close to the black troll back there. He'll rip you to pieces otherwise. Got it? And we'll betide you if you chicken out. Another one of those things. All right. So much for you, filthy beast.
Are you waiting for someone?
I'm hunting. That should be obvious.
Can you teach me how to hunt?
All right. You haven't been much help to me so far, but let's not be too harsh. The black troll is dead. Nicely done. I never thought those could be killed at all. I won't forget that.
So, we meet again. I've been thinking, you know. I believe that the desire to be a magician is strong in me.
Oh, man, don't do that.
I have no choice. A novice's life is not for me. I just have to be a magician, then everything will go well with me. And now I shall take what I'm entitled to. Do you have any last words?
Let's get straight down to it. I need to get back to the monastery.
You're not going anywhere ever again. So, we meet again.
Oh, man.
I just have... Do you have any...
Cut it out. I don't want to kill you.
Big talk. But you know you don't have a chance against me. Let's go. So, we meet again.
Oh, man.
I have no choice. And now I just have to be a mage. Do you have any last words?
Have you got anything to smoke?
You're lucky. I've actually got something right here. Let's get it over with.
Hey! All by yourself out here?
Tell me what you want of me, and then go away. I'm busy.
Who are you?
You haven't heard of me then. Herb witch, they say. Quack, they call me. But when they're in a bad way, they all suddenly remember good old Sigita and her healing herbs.
What are you doing out here?
I've been living here for as long as I can remember, attending to my herbs. The forest is my friend. It offers me all that I need.
Can you heal me?
That's what you came for, isn't it? Just let me know when there's something wrong with you.
What wares do you have to offer?
Tell me what you want.
Thekla sent me to pick up a package for her.
Ah, yes. I had actually expected her days ago. Here's the package. Take good care of it.
Can you teach me your herbal lore?
How interesting. I don't get asked that very often. So you want to be my student? Then you'll first have to prove your request is serious. At the moment, I am working on a very rare potion made from exquisite herbs and juices. If you can get me one ingredient, a very rare herb, which I don't have here, I shall train you.
What ingredient is that?
It's an extremely rare plant, an herb called sun aloe. You can recognize it by its intensive almond scent.
Where can I find this ingredient?
The herb I require only grows in places where it can get all the nutrients it needs. These are found in the excrements of a black troll. That's why it's so difficult for me to get the herb, you see?
Let's see if I can get hold of it somewhere.
Well then, good luck with your search.
I found the sun aloe.
Thank you. And now, ask me whatever you want to know about brewing potions.
What potions can you teach me to brew?
Before I teach you my art of alchemy, I'm first going to tell you what you need to brew potions. The alchemist's bench serves as the kitchen for brewing potions. You will need an empty laboratory flask in which to store the brewed potion. Then you add the required ingredients and there's your potion. You can learn this knowledge from me, of course.
What? Here, I found your crossbow.
Indeed, this is mine. Don't tell me you were up by the stone circle.
Most certainly.
That was pretty reckless of you, but thanks anyway. Naturally, I'll repay this deed. I hope this is enough. May Innos...
Hey! I have demanded the test of fire. Ulthar gave me the task to create a fire arrow rune.
Now you want me to teach you the formula?
I don't know how else I could do it.
All right, I'll teach you the formula. But first you need to find all the necessary ingredients.
What ingredients do I need for a fire arrow rune?
Read up on it. It's right there in the books.
Teach me to create the fire arrow rune.
In order to create a fire arrow rune, you'll need to join the sulfur with the rune stone at the rune table. The power of the fire arrow spelled scroll will flow into the rune, and you will possess a tool of Enos. So, once you have all the raw materials, walk over to the rune table and create your rune.
Hey, you! I heard that you passed the test of fire.
In all humility, I can tell you this. Everyone else who has attempted this is dead. You really should not attempt to take this test. Your spirit is weak. Better to serve in the monastery, and perhaps you will be chosen in a few years.
I am going to pass the test.
If it is the will of Innos, then you shall. But if not, then you will fail.
I have defeated the golem.
What? You have actually done it? But without the hammer of Innos, you would never have been able to destroy the golem. Nevertheless, I must admit that you have fulfilled the task I have given you, and I had best take the hammer myself.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
Dismissed. You know what you have to do.
I have created the rune.
Well done, novice. You shall keep this, your first rune. Once you have reached the first circle of fire, you will be able to use it. You will fulfill this test to my satisfaction.
I found the rune stone.
You did it? You followed the signs and discovered the hidden portal?
And I defeated all those monsters who had already marked me down as a snack.
And the other novices then? What about Aegon? Did they not succeed before you?
They have failed. I suppose they weren't destined to pass the test.
Well, then we declare that you have passed this test, and the runestone shall be yours to keep.
Will I be accepted into the Magician's Guild now?
You did it. You have passed the test of fire. We were certain all along that you would succeed in doing this. Just as certain as we are that you will continue to give your best to become a worthy servant of Innos. So, if you are ready to swear the oath of fire, you shall be accepted into our ranks as a magician.
I am ready to step into the circle of fire.
Right. Then swear the sacred oath of fire. Do you swear before Lord Innos the Almighty, his servants and the holy flame, that henceforth and forever your very life shall be united with the fire, until your body and soul find rest in its sacred halls and the flame of your life dies away?
I swear.
By speaking the words of the oath, you have entered the pact with the fire. Wear this robe as a token of the eternal bond. Now that you have been accepted into our ranks, you can talk to Lord Hagen, the High Commander of the Paladins. We are also very interested to hear how he assesses the situation. So, you are free now to go to Khorinis. We expect you to bring us his answer immediately.
What can I learn now?
First of all, you are now entitled to learn about the circles of magic. They will give you the power to use the runes. The higher you rise through the 6 circles of magic, the stronger the spells become that you can work. You can learn the formulas from the brothers in the monastery. Each of them has specialized in a certain area which he will teach you. Karas, for example, is a master of invocation and summoning. And Hyglas will teach you the magic of fire. Nobody knows more about the powers of ice and thunder than Marduk. Parlin can teach you various other incantations, and he will initiate you into the first circles. But each of them will only teach you the formula. The runes you will have to create for yourself.
I'd like to express a wish.
After he has been accepted, each magician has the right to his first act. So, what will your first act as a magician be,
Let the novice Apollos have access to the library.
So be it. From now on, the novice Apollos will study the scriptures of Innos.
That's nothing new. It's a bad business.
You better watch out who you tell that to.
Wait a minute.
Hello. Thank you for helping me. I shall make the most of this chance and learn a lot. But you certainly don't have time now to talk to a simple novice, Master.
Could have told you that before.
That's all just gossip.
I'd like to express a wish.
After he has been accepted, each magician... So,
Let the novice Babbo be head of the monastery gardens.
so be it. Effective immediately, the novice Babo will be in charge of the monastery gardens.
Could have told you that before.
Someone will have to pay for it.
Hey,
Who told you that?
how are you?
I thank the magicians for my task. I enjoy working in the garden and hope the magicians are satisfied with me, Master.
Is it really true?
I never would have thought.
Any news?
Not at the moment. Go and complete your task.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Hey!
You have sworn your oath, brother.
Always act in the name
Welcome
of Venus.
to our ranks. I will instruct you in the circles of
never knew
magic
that.
when you have enough experience. Take this runestone as a
already know
token
what I
that
think.
the power now lies in your hands.
That's been known a long time.
Teach me!
I
it says in
cannot
the
teach you more
scriptures.
formulas at the moment.
That was obvious all along.
There have been all
Teach
kinds
me
of
the
rules.
first circle of magic.
The first circle of magic
He never
allows
would've
you to
thought of
use the
that
runes
himself.
which you have created. You can now learn the formulas of the spells
Nobody
to
ever
create your
asked
own
for it.
runes. Each of us specializes in an area of
That's been
magic.
known a long time.
So consider well what sort of magic
That's
yours
just
shall
what I
be.
said.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
That'll only cause more trouble.
I'd have gone about it differently.
Those are all just rumors.
I never knew that.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
That's all just gossip.
I need a new place to sleep.
There's a free chamber on the right here. Take the key. You'll find everything you need there.
I need a few things.
He never would have thought of that himself.
So it says in the scriptures.
I want to increase my magic
I'm
powers.
not telling you anything new.
I always act in the name of Venus.
I agree with you completely.
You can't go on like this forever.